Okay, this is a product overview of the Kramer 861. This is an HDMI tester, so it tests cables, it tests signal as well. So it comes in this nice little case right here. We've got the tester right here. Pull that out of the box, the 861. And then in the front pouch here, there's space here in order to take this HDMI cable with you for testing, which is going to be quite handy. So this cable does come in the box when you buy the tester. So just going to look at the tester right now to start things off. So you've got a little screen right here. You've got your menu button, enter, down, up button, your mode button, and a dedicated HDCP button. And you also hold this down and you can do a factory reset. So that's just going to wipe out any settings that you put in there. So we'll turn it around here. You got a little label, and you push something in there, and you can pull this out the bottom, and you can yank out the lithium-ion battery. You might need to do this if you're flying with it. And then on the top, this is where we've got our in and out. Let's flip it this way. Our in and out, as well as USB and an on-off toggle switch. You know, one of those right there. So that USB is where you charge it, and apparently you can also control this unit over RS-232, although I have not tried that yet. So let's turn this puppy on. Okay, so this came up. I see a little bit of strobing going on here. That's probably to do with the refresh rate of this screen and the frame rate of the camera. However, in real life, it doesn't appear to be strobing. So let us just take a look right here. Okay, so we're on the pattern mode right now. So if we want to change modes, we just hit the mode button. Pretty simple. Hit the mode button. Notice it switched to cable tester, and it actually takes a while. You gotta let it chooch for a bit. Okay, so this is the cable tester mode. Again, it's flickering, but that's just on the camera feed right here. So over here, you'll also see your battery indicator, so what the charge is. It's will kind of go down. By default, it's set up to automatically turn off, I think, after 5 minutes or something. So if you're running a cable tester, pretty simple. Let's just plug the cable in right here. So this is just a loop through cable, obviously. So, oops. And we'll plug this cable in here. Oh, there we go. All right, cable securely in there. That is the right cable. So run test, and let's hit enter. All right, so you'll see right here, it's gonna, oh, right there, enter to start. So we'll hit enter again. And there we go, pass, pass, pass. So 5-volt pass, hot plug passes, DDC, CEC, that's consumer electronic control. And then we come over here to the second screen right here, and it's actually running this test for 4K 6G to see if the cable is compatible to send that. So this actually is like a 2-minute test. So I'm gonna probably speed this part of the video up. Okay, look, the cable passed. Ah, of course it did. This is the cable we used to test things with, and it's the cable the Kramer 861 HDMI tester came with. So, of course it's going to pass, right? Yeah, unless, of course, I've done something to screw it up. So, let's, let's just switch modes right now. So, we're going to switch modes. We're going to go over to the analyzer. So, analyzer. Okay, we'll unplug that. So the analyzer, I'm not going to go through this, but you can go through into the input setup menu, and you get all these different little items that you can tweak on here, HDCP and what resolution you're outputting it to and all that kind of stuff. So all right, there we go. All right, so menu will take us back. So What I normally do with the analyzer here is I'll take the end here and I'll plug my little test cable right there, and it's going to go into the in, and then that is going to plug into whatever HDMI signal I want to analyze. So let's say I want to see what kind of signals coming out of a camera, or I want to see what kind of signals coming out of a cable box or a satellite box, so that I can make sure that's going to be compatible with my matrix and how I'm going to distribute the signal, yada yada yada. Okay, so all I do is I plug that in and I go down to monitor source and I hit enter, and once I do, it's going to tell me the HDCP, the format, what type of color it is, the audio. It's going to tell me my resolution, all that information. So it's a handy tool. So next mode, oh, and when you are doing the analyzer, you can actually plug this in line. So the out here, you plug into your display and you can see the signal passing through, and as you change, you can actually take the HDCP off the signal and the copy right off the signal to determine if that is the problem. So the HDCP button, you can see it's all lit up blue right here, so you can easily turn that on and off. So that is the signal analyzer. So analyzes the HDMI signal. So we're going to hit mode again, go to pattern. Again, it's going to take a couple seconds for it to chooch. There we go, it's loading. And the pattern, what I do is I plug this output here right into my display, and I'm going to have a pattern that's going to go out. So I can, do different things. I can play around with the sync, the HDCP, what else is here? Audio output. I can do an EDID analyzer, or can emulate an EDID. I can copy an EDID from a display, all kinds of fun stuff in here set up. So I really don't do a lot with the pattern side here. Mostly what I end up doing is putting some kind of pattern on the display and just verifying the functionality of the display, or we're verifying what resolution we can pass with that display and what frame rate and all that kind of stuff. So that's the pattern. So hit the mode button again and we're back to the cable tester. So there's HDCP button. You can turn that on and off whenever you need to. Mode button, that switches between your modes, pattern, analyzer, and your cable tester. Then you got your enter, your up and your down in your menu. So it's actually a pretty decent tool to have, and I recommend that if you're somebody who installs TVs, commercial or residential, this would be a handy little gizmo to have in your toolkit. So I recommend it.